Location, log crystal fields. Objective, stop a covert transport. Hint, parts for the prototype of a new weapon are supposed to be transported. Do not start your attack before the transport has left the base. You will be notified when it does. Hurry up, the transport will do anything to save itself. Welcome back to Colony Wars 2492 and welcome to another mission at the South Pole. So we are going to build some robots here. They're gonna have skis because I would like them to be fast on snow. There we go. You come over here. You here will take me over that factory. You'll take me over this factory. Come over here. And then you join us here. And you come down there. Actually, you will take over this extra factory here. And that is that's the chassis factory. Here we go. And yes, that will happen for now. Here is another weapons factory. And you come over here. So we have to stop a transport here. But before we do that, we have to prepare ourselves for that. We're gonna need to do some plowing here as well. We'll get to that. We need direct control of your robots for that. Actually turn on. Do you want... you know what? Let's actually turn on the description here. That's, for the time being, that's fairly convenient here. Over there with you. You come join us here. You know what? I don't actually want you to be part of that operation capturing that special or extra factory. I'm going to have you transport some chassis parts here. You have taken over that. Very well done. And yes, we have to set up our economy here. This one here is done as well. You here are gonna hang out over there. And then again, is there something else beyond this factory here? Possibly. We'll see about that. So you will actually be, yeah. We'll expand you here. Maybe twice actually. There we go. Okay, transporter, you here will transport me these parts from here and there. There we go. And no, you haven't taken that over yet. Didn't I? Wait a second, I thought I told you to come all the way over here, but you know what? Too late for that now. So let's get yet another robot going here. Can we? I can't actually afford that. Never mind that then. Need 2 more chassis units for that. And let's see what the deal here is. Taking that over. Okay, you advance further. Do not cross this line here. So this is... So if you go too far here, past these pumps here, you're actually going to... Okay, so that was the last factory there. You're actually going to trigger an event that makes you lose a mission later. Not immediately, and they don't tell you about it. It's not great. So here's another transport. There we go. So then we want to go to the next chassis factory, which is this one here actually, which we haven't even captured yet. I guess in that case, firstly get out of here. In that case, you will just cover this factory here and this HQ, because that's the only HQ we have right now. So of course you're gonna go with that one. Okay. Okay, you capture me another chassis factory here. Everything's gonna be just great. We could use more transports here per factory, but this is already gonna be busy enough, and I'm not sure that's a good idea actually. So you're gonna wait here. Lucky little robots, we need 2 more units here. So how's this factory here doing? Yeah. Doing alright. You have quite a lot in store here. We don't have any Angarium mines here, so we can't actually resupply these factories. So once they run dry, that's just gonna be it. There we go. You also come over here. Here we go. So let's have these two here arrive. There we go. I like how they just pop in and then pop out. It's kind of cute. So a new robot, please. Yes, that's what we would like to have. There we go. That is you. So you get out of the way here immediately. You're going to cover this chassis factory here and then this HQ, of course, and then we're gonna care about everything else. We still have this factory left, the final one here, and the second weapons factory here. Yes. Okay, everything's cool for the time being. The indicators are actually pretty neat because otherwise the robots look kind of similar, which by default they kind of have to because you can assemble them from various parts. So you can have two robots that just differ in like the extra or so, but are otherwise identical. So there's really only so much you can do about them looking different unless you designed them in a way that various combinations look different. But I'm not sure that is actually, I mean, you could do that, but yeah, whether that's feasible for a project like this, debatable. In any case, we need, yeah, 2 more of you. Then we're up to 6. That should be sufficient here, hopefully. And then yeah, it's going to take a while until the transport actually... See, you did pathfind your way out of the way. I'm actually amazed that works. You'd expect if you have more than one transport, the game would just immediately explode. But let's see. So we're going to wait until you here are done to not traffic jam ourselves here too hard. Okay, new robot. Yes, it also saves the last robot you built, which in this case is very convenient because that means we can just recycle the same robot type here. There's actually 2 group features. I'm not sure why, if you only have this amount of commands, you needed to have 1 duplicate in there, but you know what, didn't make this game here. So there's that. Here we go. Okay, then 1 more factory that needs to be supplied. That's this one here, or rather, here we go. So let's get a new robot here. Yes, please. You get out of the way here. And then you'll go for this factory here as well as... Yeah, there we go. Does this actually, if you group, does it actually pause the game? I'm not sure, but I'm not going to find out now because if I do, then the game might self-destruct itself. And we don't want that. The enemy has 2 headquarters. We've got 1, but for the time being, that's fine. We're really low on, we're high on weapon parts, low on special parts, and low on chassis here. But that's how it is. Would be nice if there was an indicator what these guys actually transport. But then again, it doesn't matter too much because it's automated, so I guess you could manually prioritize them, but that does not strike me as a good idea. Okay. There we go. Pop up and down. Because you're also limited to 9,999 units per... It's a lot of you arriving at the same time there. Ooh, let's see how this goes. Yeah. It's gonna work out. Yeah, here's the next guy. Yeah, more chassis here. What we need is a plow. With a plow we can plow through the snow here, but to do that you have to manually control your robot, which is not easy. Actually, it's not that difficult, it just means you have to can only control 1 robot and then you have to stick with that one and can't like use other ones already, which can be a bit annoying, I suppose. So here we go. Let's wait for the last guy here to drop and then we can produce a new and exciting robot. By the time this guy here is done, probably already have a new one going here. Okay, a new robot. You're gonna have snowplow. You're gonna have electronics for that extra firepower, and we're gonna have a heavy cannon. Yeah, once you have the heavy cannon, there's oh wow, need more for that. You know what? I guess we do need more for that. So there's that. We could actually get more transports here as well, but the thing is that I think this robot can already basically take everything this factory here can give us anyway. I guess we could extend this factory here. Yeah, we could do that. So it already goes and grabs everything the factory had, so there's no real need to have a second transport here. If that wouldn't accelerate things, actually. It might do in the... Okay, here we go. So we want the snowplow, electronics, and the heavy cannon. So once you have the heavy cannon, you don't really need to use the regular cannon unless you're really desperate. And well, the thing is that you have the heavy cannon basically immediately, so no need to go for that at all. But oh well. So how much Agrarium do we have left here actually? We have a fair amount left, so let's expand this factory here once more. 279 left here. How much do we have left in this factory here? 204. Still a good amount left actually. So maybe here expand you as well. Which, okay, that still happens when you click away here, which is good to know. I think if I expand you once more, not sure whether I want to spend that much, to be honest. I think we want one more plow here, and then maybe just some robots on skis here to traverse this map here quickly. Yeah, if you go to manual control, look at your fancy 3-button mouse here, then you can move the robot like this, and then you're going to be able to also plow your way through. Okay, you can also fire your weapon like this, which is kind of neat, but this game isn't really designed for that. This isn't exactly Rise and Fall Civilizations at War, where that kind of mode makes a bit more sense. Okay, we need a bit more chassis here. Thankfully, once you build the skis, those are quite a bit cheaper, so it's not going to take quite as long. Let's see. Yeah, we still have plenty of resources left here. Ah, there we go. So, new robots, plow, electronics, and heavy cannon. Yes, please. You get out of the way here. And maybe over here. Yes, that's what I would like. Oof, look at this. Can't really see what's going on. It's fine, don't touch it. It's working for the time being, don't touch it. Just accept what's going to happen. Okay, then another new robot. We're gonna go with skis here. Electronics and heavy cannon, sure thing. There we are. So plowbot here, you take position here. The other guys do the same, please. You here look actually, no, the plow looks a bit different. The skis here, you can see it's like 2 skis here. The plow looks like we're like thick skis. However you want to look at that, and let's get new robot here. Sure. There we go, and out of the way here as well. Come on. Please, please work with me here, okay? I'd really appreciate that. Okay, no chassis parts left, that's fine. We have so many weapon parts. That's also because some of the later weapons are way more expensive, whereas some of the chassis parts are more expensive. I think the spider legs, which allow you to walk over mines unhindered, which in my opinion makes no sense, because of your spider legs, then the pressure is going to be on an even smaller surface, which for mines is bad, in my experience. I mean, I'm not a mines expert, so I don't mean practical experience, just from what I know. But you know what? You can just go around the mines. Just like dodge them. But in any case, there's some more expensive weapon parts. There's also like a bomb rocket launcher, which is really good because it's great range. And spoilers, the rocket launcher is the only weapon you're going to need from a certain point on, except for maybe the supersonic. That's also not bad. But anyway, we're going to just turn on the health here. Okay, let's get a new robot here. Here we are. Yeah, so we're going to get a notification when the transport actually leaves. And then we'll have to make a dash for it. So we can explore before that, but as I mentioned earlier, that's just going to result in you getting a game over, and without actually knowing why you got one in the first place, which is not great. Also, there's only 2 entrances to the enemy area. You can explore here, but that's all gated off by cliffs. So there's not much you can do about that. So not that much material left here actually. Yeah, here everything's cool. Yeah, it's really just the chassis parts that are the limiting factor here. Okay, here we go again. Yes. Could get more plow robots, but since you need to control them individually as well, anyway, then it doesn't really matter that much. Otherwise, you could of course send multiple through like a snowfield, but you can't actually do that because that's not how this game here works. Okay, I do like the little window here, like the camera window, where you see where the robots are going here. So this is just the robot's number. This is the condition. This is the load, and this is the experience. Robot number 15, they all get numbered, which is great. Let's just have you here drop off whatever you're going to drop off. You know what, let's not do that because this is going to take forever anyway. Here we go. Yeah, the robots automatically use the factory, which is good. And you can automate these robots, which in the beginning I didn't quite expect. I thought it would be even more of a pain, but that's not the case. So it could have been way worse. Which is really great praise for a game. Okay, here we go. So these are the 2 plow guys. Going to have to keep that in mind because those are going to be critical for getting into the enemy's territory. Yeah, otherwise, check out the map here. Yeah, that does freeze all the robots. Yeah, we just have our factories here. It's a pretty straightforward setup. And yeah, these cliffs here those will also block the entrance to the enemy's area otherwise. Okay. You just all hang out here. There was just more weapons and special parts here. Yeah, we've got a lot of those, but even just using the most expensive weapons doesn't really use up those resources. But that's just how it is. There will be times when the other parts will be a limiting factor. Keep building those robots. And I think the convoy is maybe going to come after like 20 minutes or so. It's quite some time, but then again you need time to set up your base here and build up your robot army. And not explore too much. Otherwise you're just gonna invite disaster here. But we're 1 part short of having another beautiful robot here. That's fine. How many parts do you have left here? 220. That's still a decent amount. How much do you have left here? 92. That's not that much. But yeah, I don't want to get more improvements there, because if we do that, then we're going to use up a lot of parts there as well. And we don't want that either. Okay. Okay, so in later missions we also get access to mines, where you can mine Angarium, and then you can use a raw material transport, which is different from a components transport, and then transport material to your factories, and then they can produce more parts using those materials. But right now these factories are already full of materials. Once they run out, and that's gonna be it then. Okay. We go, so another one. You come over here. Please. No, I didn't mean to move you, sorry. My bad. Come over here. Okay. Let's just not disrupt the transport here, because I will have no idea where any of these robots here are moving. So if I accidentally move a transport and disrupt the supply line, I'll have to kind of observe these guys for a while to actually find out what they were doing in the first place. which is not great. Then again, it doesn't really matter if it's like weapon parts. We might not have enough chassis parts to even use up all of those, so who knows. Here we go. 21st robot here. Alright. And then it's just more waiting. Yeah, okay. It's also not quite clear what the transport's going to do. As in like where the route is and everything, so none of that is revealed, which is a bit unfortunate. I think in a later game, by later I mean a game that came out like 2 years later, they would have had like a reveal or some hint, but here you're just blind, and even exploration is discouraged, which is not ideal. Alright. Plowboy, yeah, you're this guy here. I think at times would be more useful to indicate that. Then again, you can see that with the robot, so not if you have a bulk like this, but like theoretically you can. Just saying. Here we go. Another one of you. Over here. And then let's keep an eye out for the transport starts message here. Just gonna be in the middle of this, well, not the middle of the screen, the top of the screen actually. At least they do tell you that, and you don't have to guess when the transport starts, otherwise it would be basically unplayable. And playability of this game here is already so-so. Okay, more weapon parts. We are hovering around like 200 there, which I guess is great. Or would be if we had better weapons to actually equip these robots with. But we'll get to that. One weapon is quite interesting. That's like a supersonic weapon, or like a sonic beam weapon that goes in all directions, which just damages everything in the environment. I think that also damages your own units and buildings. Can be quite devastating with a large group of robots, so it's not quite like a suicide unit thing, but it works a little bit like that. I think like a bomb truck. Okay. Please more chassis parts, even though we're kind of running low on special parts here as well, I have to say. But maybe we should improve those factories as well. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe should have done that a little bit earlier, but oh well. Didn't really pay attention to those because it felt like everything about these chassis here were limited. I guess those do cost 20, so they cost just as much. Then again, as long as they stay over the chassis parts here, it doesn't really matter anyway. Okay. Let's be patient here. It's kind of nice that they give you the build-up time here, so you can build a proper robot army, but at the same time, it's quite some waiting time here. Here we go. Just keep lining up here. Robot number 26. Okay. More of that? Yeah, as long as the special elements here, or special parts, stay above the chassis here. It doesn't really matter anyway, because then the bottleneck our chassis parts here, and that's just gonna be it. Could get some wheels as well, but frankly these robots are already slow enough, so we want to make sure that we get something a little bit better out of that. Yeah, okay. This transport is really taking its time. More of whatever that was. Maybe it would have been nice to have a mechanic that allows you to convert parts into other parts in like a not so favorable ratio, maybe like 3:1 or so. Basically like Age of Empires marketplace, I guess. But yeah, maybe for like a sequel that would have been an idea. Well, but we'll get to that too. Oh no, I moved the transport here. Why did I do that? What were you? Were you the chassis robot? Oh yeah, you are actually. Okay, so let's... So it still indicated that. That's actually pretty good. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's actually quite a decent feature. Okay, you get out of there. You're blocking everything here. There we go. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. So that prevents you from just completely messing up your entire supply line here. Okay. More parts here. Just, these guys just dancing around one another. Okay. Okay, I was going to build another one of you here because clearly otherwise it's not going to go anywhere. Can't always wait for these robots here. Okay. This mission is also kind of interesting in the sense that a lot of the other missions are just destroy the enemy base or take over the enemy base. This one here is a bit different in that regard. I'm not sure why they made this the second mission, but well. You'll have to ask the makers of the game from 30 years ago. It was only published in like one language area. Okay, okay. Still waiting for the transport here. There we go. Roboton number 29. We're really piling them up here. Okay. Okay, it's time to plow. And also to bring a bunch of you here into position. We're here with you. And manual controls. So you're gonna come through here. Here we go indeed. And then let's see that you go as far as you can here without breaking through here for the time being. Then you can follow here. Let's see whether we can see the transport here, which is just like a blue blob. We'll see. Lots of enemy robots there, like that's to be expected. So you line up here. Can't see the transport. Did we already miss it? That would be unfortunate. No, that is. Okay. Okay. Don't mind us. Can't see us here. It's all good. Careful here. Don't mouse too quickly. So you just overtake this transport here. Then we're going to hopefully occupy this headquarters here. And then the transport won't be able to take refuge there. You please kill this guy here. That would be great. Why are you regenerating? But never mind. No, seriously, though. Oh well, you know what, doesn't really matter. Just kill all the other robots here. If we have that transport here locked in, I'll take that too. Someone else could also attack this guy here, please. Thank you. I'm gonna send everyone else through here as well, just not right now. Those robots over there, Not interested in any of this here. Whoa, what are you shooting at? Oh, you're shooting at the structures here, I guess. Well, whatever. Okay, come over here. Everybody's get out of the tunnel here. You kill this guy here. We need more than one robot shooting at this guy here. I'm sure who knows, who cares. I do not, I'm afraid. There we go. Over here, Rolly robot. Come on, just shoot at this guy here, please. Well, you will not do that, I guess. Yeah, it's just regenerating really quickly. At least that headquarters is ours now, so that is somewhat helpful. Are we out of chassis parts or so? Oh wait, no, we just produced another one of you here. Wait, are you... No, you are a transport. Oh, you just stopped transporting. That's also cool. Well, anyway. Come over here, all of you. Then we, now that we have the transport locked in, can just take over the other HQ. And that will be it then. Oh, actually have a decent amount of resources here. We get experience for that? Looks like it actually, that's pretty neat. But never mind that, come over here. Because we've got things to destroy. We're gonna leave like one or two of you here, because I don't trust this situation here. And then let's see. Let me move all of you here. See how many roads. They probably have another army. Yeah, they have another army over there. Acceptable. So since the original plow guy here has full experience, I assume experience you just get that from actually being in combat, not necessarily destroying stuff. Yeah, you can maybe stand here. That's actually kind of neat. Could argue how realistic that is, but in some games you do get experience just from being in combat, which in certain way I do prefer, because especially if it's like an RPG-ish game, where something like Shining Force or so, where actually in Shining Force it's probably not a good example because you get experience for combat participation, just more for killing things, where like if you bring a tank down from like 100% health to 1% health, you get nothing, but then if you get the final kill, like in Panzer General, then you get everything. Okay. Come over here. Seems like we can probably take these guys here. Yeah. We can always produce more robots. We just have to wait a little bit longer here. There we go. Take that, ski bot. What's the situation down here? Situation is okay. Transport is being wedged in. Maybe you stay here. Yeah, maybe if you surround by like 9 robots, or 8 robots actually, then we can... Oh, there we go. I guess we just kill all the robots and prevent the transport from escaping. You know what? I'll take it. But yeah, this is fiddly, and that invisible trigger that just makes you lose later without telling you, that's just mean. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.